Alright, good morning. We're out here this morning to show this new lure. Yes, I made a lure. Yes, it took me a long time. I am filming this well in advance of when they're available. So if you're watching this video now, they are available. Link below, Greasy Salesman. Now instead of me being a full-on greasy used car salesman, we're out here today and I'm just going to show you how they work, and I'll just give you little nuggets of info as we go. But best thing is, seeing is believing. So here we are, let's get into it. Okay, so these are the colors. We've got fairy floss, and we've got fluoro green, which is lime green, and then we've got trusty old white. Now at the legs, you've got these two little connectors, so you got to pull those apart when you start. On the bottom, you've got a couple of holes there. The first hole is just sort of a guide for you to center your chin, just straight through the chin like that, and then out the other side into that hole, so we're nice and lined up and straight. Very important to run these lures straight. I'll just get you a bit closer here. You've got this little hole, so just bend it back. Got this little hole like that, bend it back, and then bang, it'll sit in nice in that channel just like that. It's that easy. Tie a loop knot on the front and we are good to go. I just run you quickly through my setup. It's a 3 to 6 kilo rod. You can go 4 to 8 as well. Just keep it nice and light, because it's not like you're throwing a massive lure or anything. A 4K reel, all my link to all my gears in the description. 20-pound braid, obviously a 50-pound floating leader. Okay, now that's important for anything top water is floating, so I'm just going to keep your lure up out of the water and not tying a massive leader on there. That's actually probably on the longer end from there to there. So, and when you're skip casting too, you want to, if you can, adopt this style of holding your line. So you put your finger down on the spool, and you can see how I'm holding that there. That just gives you heaps of control over your line. So you see we've got minimal line up there. If we want a little bit more, we just lift the finger and it drops one little spool. See, we can just keep going. So yeah, if you can, just adopt that. And then we just want to skip everything in. You probably want about that much line when we're skipping. So what's that, just shy of 30 centimeters, and then just skip him in there. So that's what oh, that frog there, that's another thing I'll talk about, is it just flipped over. I don't know if you saw that on camera, but I've made this fairly non-flip, so it won't flip over. So I threw this 100 times and it came back, if it wasn't fouled up, it came back 8 times upside down when it wasn't fouled up or anything like that. So if you throw it in there and your hook comes out, so if it's coming back upside down, your hook is probably sitting out like that, and it's going to be janky. I'll just give you a little lesson on skipping as well. Now, I want it in that hole there, I need to let go of my rod. I need to swing it, you know, horizontally like this, and bring this hand in as well to help me flick it. And then I want to let go of my finger or my line when my rod tip is pointing at that hole, just like that. So, I mean, it takes a lot of effort and takes a lot of time, and you'll get a few wind knots, but you will get the hang of it. Again, I got too much line out, getting the right amount of line and just sending it home. Plenty of Archie boys in here. Oh, oh, that's a big Barry. Oh, Jesus. Put me on the stick. What they do is they come and buff you, and they pop the hook, and then they leave you on the stick. So, really, really rude behaviour. Oh, Jack. Oh, he's done it again. He's put me on the bloody thing. Put me on the stick. There's a small Barry. Very small barramundi. Oh, there's barramundi. Yep. He's going stupid. Going stupid. Oh, he's going nutso. To say he wanted that is an understatement. I'm just gonna back him off just a touch. Oh my god. Nutso. Nutso the clown. I backed it off maybe a little bit too much there. Let him fight it out. He's a good fish for a frog, man. He's a very good fish for a frog. Very good fish for the frog. Oh, he's a stupid fish. Oh, yes, he's getting up to that 70 mark. Hey, how's that? Big Barry on the frog, on the fairy floss frog. How good's that? I love it. So good. All right, we'll get him back in and we'll keep moving, but yeah, that's a hell of a way to get going on the frog here this morning. Very good. Very good. See if we can find a couple of red ones, eh? Go back in there, quick. Yeah, he's good to go. Perfect. All right, let's continue our journey this morning. Well, we caught a good fish there. I thought I'd just take a quick break to show you what the first ever skip frog was like. And if this colour looks familiar, it is familiar because it is white spot. So shout out to the old Holt Productions white spot for, you know, I'd never, I don't think I'd ever told James this, but I melted down some of his prawns. They were already ripped, they'd already caught fish, James. I was going to throw them out, but they got a second life to help me test this. Now, the first thing that I noticed with this is that I needed to change the leg design. I went and tested it, I threw it around. Yeah, it worked all right, but there wasn't enough resistance in the legs. As you can see there, they sort of just straightened out to there when they were going through the water, and we didn't have a whole lot of resistance on the legs. That was the first thing I noticed. So I was like, I need to change the legs. The second thing is the body was a bit thin. So when you have a thin body like this, it'll tend to want to roll. So that was the second thing. I was like, maybe I need to make it wider, broader, so it's got it more stable in the water. So, and yeah, this stuff sinks. That's just what plastisol does. PVC, plastisol, whatever you want to call it, it sinks. So that was the third thing that I had to try and overcome and find something that I could pour at home, but would float. So they were all of the things that came out of this frog to get it to the next section. So this is nearly 18 months old, this one. So they were all the things that I had to fix to go to my second version to try and get it to work. So yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to show the first one, but let's keep fishing here, see if we can catch a couple more fish. Oh, Jesus. What was he doing? How did he not get it in his mouth, the buffet? He might want it again, I doubt it though. No, that's it. One hit and that's it. I saw him come out, when he came out of the water, he already had his mouth shut. Sometimes they're just hopeless though. Big stingray. Big stinkray. Stinkray. Oh, out in the middle of nowhere. Jesus. What was he thinking? Looks good, this looks good, this looks good. Oh yes, what a casting. Oh. Oh. Schmoll. Schmoll. Honey schmoll's in there. Oh, there's one. Yep, got him. Come here. Come here, you mongrel. Oh, got him. Got that one. Come here. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, mate. Come here. Oh, got you, you mongrel. Come here. Hey, that's a good one. Not a bad one on the berry floss. Yeah. Barra on the pink frog. Look at that. Not a bad little specimen. Probably a just legal fish. Get your fins up, you burger. So yeah, beautiful little fish on the fairy floss there. Missed a couple of his mates, but we're getting to that point in the tide where they're starting to fire up a bit more. See, early on they were sort of just coming and looking and whatever, so we'll get this guy back in and we will keep on trucking. Okay, here we go, little fella. Oos, off he goes. Back in. Very good. Very, very good. This frog has been through a little bit this morning, but we'll see if we can just pin it up a little bit higher. Bring it down through there. And we should be right. Should be good as gold still. Yep. So perfect. Alright, let's keep tracking. You can see the tide is slightly getting up now. It's just gets them a little bit more cover. They're just in there a little bit more, and they're just a little bit more willing to have a crack with a little bit more water there. So yeah, that's really good. And now I thought I'd just show the next version. So this is my second version. At this stage, I was still making them out of clay. So this was a clay one as well with a 2-part silicone mold that I made, and I'd found some plastisol and I'd ordered plastisol PVC, and then I found this additive, like this powder you could put in it to make it float. So these ones actually floated and I got a lot of hits on them, but they would tear very easily. So the problem was the additive that made them float also made them super weak. So what do you do? But I sort of fixed the legs. This is where I sort of came to the point of the legs would come around like this in the mold, and then I would trim them out. So yeah, that's where I sort of firstly came up with that. I made the body wider. I had plenty of resistance in the legs. The only thing is that I made the legs like thin and flat, which sort of gave out at the higher speeds. So I needed to fix that. And then the last thing that I noticed, I needed to get rid of this flat bottom. Flat bottom, pretty easy to pour a mold. It's an organic shape, so it's very hard to control and get everything even. So I needed to go to a 3D model. So that's where I taught myself over the next 7 months after making this one and testing it. I taught myself how to 3D model, so I could make a very accurate. It was very hard, the organic shape, very hard to control. But yeah, so after this one, we were pretty much there. It doesn't change much from this. But the next one is a super refined 3D model that I had a mold made for, and I found the right material that floats and was flexible. The same material that I've got now. Is very hard to find that, but we got there in the end. So yeah, this is where it all started to come together, my second version. Get out, I was just in there. Oh, yep, he's in there, he's deep. He's deep. We're going to go in and get that one. Okay. I just saw that bait spraying. He ain't coming out. He ain't coming out on his own, that one. We go in and get him. I don't even know what it is. Possible jack. It was very quick. I'd say it's a jack. Just from how quick it was. How quick he was, indeed. Oh yeah, there he is there. Got him out. Hey! Oh, there's a big barra behind him as well. Jeebus Christ, it's all happening. Oh my God. Nice jack on the fairy floss. Hey, Jacko! Very quick. He's a beautiful looking jack too. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, nice little Jackie there on the fairy floss. Him and his barra mate in there just rounding up little bait, little fry. They're only about this big. So yeah, I'm glad he took a liking to that, and he went straight back into the stick. So he's fired up. They're starting to fire up. So we'll get him back and we'll keep on tracking. Look how clean that is. There's those little fry just over there, look. Straight back in he goes. Happy days. Okay, let's keep moving. All right, we're just going to move spots here, but I thought I'd just have a quick chat as we're moving. We're not going far. About the next version of the frog that came in. Now I've got none left because I lost them all to the heat. They got really hot and they all melted. But before that, I got to test them a little bit, and it cost me a lot of money to get this mold made and get the mold made and then get them made with the proper material. So I was in couple grand, you know what I mean? And I ended up finally getting them, and I took them out and I literally had 2 casts, and I went, they're not right. They're not right. Yeah, they'll work, but they're not right. They're not there. And I was like, I still need to do this, I still need to do that. So I want to run a little clip from back then of me throwing that frog for the first time. I thought I'd record it because I thought I was, you know, the legend, you know, like I'd made the best frog ever. So I was like, I'm gonna record it documentary style, and I got out there and I had 2 casts and I went, yeah, nah, it's not right. So through my head, I was just running through my head. But anyway, I'll play it for you now, and then we'll come back and we'll do a little bit more fishing. I'm not happy with that at all. No good. It's no good. Oh, there's a fish. Yeah, well, they like it. They like it. I was like very much in 2 minds of whether this was good or not. But the jack seemed to like it. And here we go, we got him. Well, I was kind of like a little bit worried, and this guy's not worried at all. The skip frog. How good's that? There's one. There's a jack. Yep. Oh. Jacko. Oh, big spool grabbies, hey. Oh, he's a nice jack too. He's nice. He went nuts trying to get back in. Getting back in. Hey, fairy floss. Jacks love fairy floss, eh? There you go. Nice jack on the fairy floss. Perfect. He went bonkers in there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Get your fins up, mate. Alright, we'll get that out. We'll get him back in. Pretty cool. So I might just put a lime one on. I'll be quick here, the tide's just hanging. Oh, there's one. Oh my god. Just trying to get over the little log there, so I was burning it pretty fast to get out of the danger zone. But seems like today we've got to be well in the danger zone to get the bite, which, you know, can be the case sometimes. As they push up here, they'll be well in the danger zone. Terrible. Missed. Oh, got to tease him. Put his nose right on it. Little barra. Dead, gonna die. Yes, there he is. In the sticks. Yeah, yes, in the sticks. Oh, I got him, have I? Yep, I've got him. Oh, I did get him. Oh, he's a good jack too. He's not a bad one. Oh, come here. Gonna die. No, I mean, he's not gonna die. I mean, that frog died in there. Oh, on the lime. On the lime and the coconut, baby. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Oh, the sun just goes away, so we need a photo or a little video here on the lime. He's a 40 odd fish. Not bad at all. A little change of colour, and we got it done. Beautiful. Jacko ready. Boom, he gone. Good stuff. Through that hole, and we're good to go. Look at that, no tearing. Perfect. Like you wouldn't even know. Fresh out the pack. Okay, keep moving. Reckon there's a couple of jack zones here. Very jacky. Oh, there's one. Oh, come on, man. Thanks for watching. We've had a cracking session. So if you want to buy some, here's the sales pitch. Please buy some. Otherwise, I've got 500 packets of frogs that is going to last me a lifetime. So thanks very much for everyone's support. I hope you enjoyed the vid, and we'll see you in the next one.